Hey everybody, today I'm going to show you how to use a tape measure. Before I do so, I am going to have to tell you more about a tape measure for you to be able to use a tape measure. Now this right here is just a Lufkin 25-foot tape. Now it has inches on it, so it goes from 1 inch to 25 feet. Now every foot has a black number. It's right here, and they just have a black box around it. That just makes it easy when you hook onto the end of whatever you're hooking onto. You can pull it out and measure it in feet. You can find out how tall you are, how long something is, and every 16 inches, if you can see that, has a red box. Now the red box is usually used for framing out walls when you're throwing up studs. Normally the center of each stud is at 16 inches. So every 16 inches is a red box. Every foot is a black box. Just a color code to let you kind of know about where you're at if you don't really have the time to look exactly at each individual line, each fraction. You can just look for the red box, find it real easy, and mark it out. Now in each inch is 32 lines. Each of these lines is 1/32. Now next to those lines are a little bit of a bigger line, which is your 1/16ths. And to the right of that is your 1/8ths, and then to the right of that is your quarters. So about right here on your tape measure is a 1/4 inch. Then you have your 1/2 inch, your 3/4 inch, and your inch. So how you're going to use a tape measure is you find out whatever you're needing to do, whether you need to measure the room to find out the square footage. So you take into your tape measure, you set it on the floor up next to the wall, and you run it all the way out. And then you bend the end, just like this, into the corner, and you can read it, whether it's 33 and the first big line past 33 is 33 1/4. The longer line that is almost all the way through is your 1/2 inch, and then there's another big line next to it, which is your 3/4, and then your solid lines are your inch markers. So basically all you do is, say this piece of paper is a piece of board. You're going to take your tape measure, you're going to hook it on the end, and then you're going to read it out. So if you're going for 6 3/4 inches, you're going to find your number 6 in the middle of your tape measure, and then you're going to count over 3 of the tall lines. So 1, 2, 3, and that's 6 3/4 inches. That is how you use a tape measure. Some tape measures do have your cheat sticks, which if you open them up, they will show you what it is. It will say 1/8, 1/32, and 1/16, 1/2 inch, 3/4 inch, 7/8 of an inch, 5/8, 3/8. You know, all these other numbers on there. So if you want to use a cheater, go for it. But that is how you use a tape measure.